हाथ में ले लो. Okay. अच्छा ना.
Do that for right now.
It holds. If everyone could please take their seats. So we're going to commence the afternoon session. Is everyone having a good time? That didn't sound very enthusiastic. There we go. I know those ladies are because they're taking selfies over there. So far, alhamdulillah, everything has been going very well. We are a little behind schedule, but in a Southeast Asian medical conference, that's not too bad. So what we'd like to do is we have one of our gold sponsors right now who I'd like to introduce. And then after that, we will proceed with our next CME talk. So today, I'd like to introduce the team of Exordium Networks, which they will come on stage here in a second. But the importance of what they're about to talk to us about is with electronic records, the EHR that we all deal with, there comes an increased risk of data breaches, malware, viruses, and other malicious attacks. And in fact, most of us know that, even though we're physicians and we use this and we know nothing about IT, except we tell the IT person, just fix it. I don't want to do anything else. We know that we are medically and legally liable based on what happens to our EHR. That being said, nurses and doctors and healthcare and other professionals rely on these technologies, such as computers and tablets, to do the work that we do, to access updates, to do records, and actually share data amongst each other. So, serving 300 plus community practices, Exordium Networks provides a complete technology solution to senior living communities around the country and medical practices as well. And they do it in a HIPAA compliance manner, including infrastructure, telephony, cybersecurity, and many, many more aspects to that. With that, let me introduce Dr. Muhammad Khurram, who is also a real doctor, and Team Exordium.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Taslimat Janab Amir Bhai Sahib, doctors, medical professionals. I hope everybody is ready to listen to what lunch lately do so maybe like energy be kind of refreshed here. Actually, so before us, the first presentation, Amir Bhai and Sara Ben, they presented. And Emma, I believe it was the first slide. In the first slide, ma em likhelu ke something about great things are not done by one person alone, but they're done by a team. So first of all, definitely, ek Maulana ehsan che ke as a team, saglan ek sathe le aaye che, ek apne ek platform apu che. And on an individual level or a business level, we actually work as an Exordium team. We work as a team of professionals because, as we know, you can never have a single point of failure, right? You have to have a dedicated team that is always there. And as technology evolves, as life evolves, so have we. And I'm sure Dr. Muhammad Bhai will go more into that. But we enable you as medical professionals to do what you do best. And we take care of the IT part. Because you're so busy, right? So I'll do a brief introduction and then you can take over. My name is Rashida Shekalizga Rashid. I'm from Plano, Texas. I handle a lot of the operations and communications. This is Dr. Muhammad Kuram, as Apkidu, you know, a real doctor. He's worked hard for it, right? So he is the brains and the heart behind Exordium. This is Mullah Abdeli Kuram, right behind Tora Galavijana, right? He's a Jamia graduate, and he's also, okay, in every organization you need to have like a sort of a think tank, right? So he's always innovating and evolving because you cannot just stay stagnant. That is needed. And at the end is Dr. Muniab, another doctor. She's a real doctor. And which is important because we work with medical professionals. So in our organization itself, we have to have the know-how of how a medical professional operates and what are the pain points as such. Having said that, I'll give it to Dr. Muhammad Kuram and he'll go on.
शुक्रान रशदबेन तस्लीमा साहब पहला तो शुक्र करिए छे कि मुलाए अपने यहाँ एम जमा कीदा खुदा मौलानी उम्र दराज करे सेहत आफियत में मौलाने हमेशा हमेशा बाकी रखे अने जे अपनी उम्मीद छे कि मौला अमेरिका जल्दी पधारे अरे मैं एम कहूँ छूँ मौला प्लेनो जल्दी पधारे मस्जिदनी इफ्तिताह बाकी छे मौला आ घनी उम्मीद छे अने आप सगलाथी भी गुजारिश छे कि आप सगला दुआ करजो कि जल्दी थाय. Just a brief history on myself. Rashida already introduced me. I hold a PhD in electrical engineering and computer engineering. So, Burain Mola 98 में जवारे Dallas पधारा था, तिवारे में रज़ा ली थी business नहीं. And basically this has been my field before that. लेकिन मोला रज़ा तिवारे फरमावी आपी अने तिवार से मैं शुरू की दूँ. And we grew from there. And I want to acknowledge some of the early, I can say Dr. Najmin Bhai Karimji, Dr. Palan Pruwala. I mean, we started with VoIP telephony for Asahibo. And thank you. And we took it from there. And today, we cover complete technology solutions. And like Rashtavan said, we are very much into senior living and healthcare. With that, I just want to share a few things. I think, some of the, why do you want to go with VoIP? I mean, why should we have VoIP? As, first of all, that's pretty much anything outside of VoIP is no more. You may have an analog line in your office, but that's not a real analog line anymore. I mean, in fact, it costs a lot for the telephone companies to maintain those lines. Plus, a lot of pain points, I think what we saw and we started addressing as a group was we're there 24/7. We're there, if there's something you don't want, I mean, you don't want to be doing IT, you don't want to be in technology, that's what we do. And that's what we bring to the table. I think some of the things that we really need to be aware of, the threats that are like the cybersecurity aspect, ransomware is a very real thing happening out there. So how do you stay protected from that? That's what we bring. Things like business continuity and very small things. I mean, you see unified communication. There's great platforms like Teams from Microsoft. Everybody uses Microsoft. They pretty much have Office 365 subscription. That means you already have Teams with you, but you just don't use it. I mean, Teams is a great platform to use. Things like multi-factor authentications. There was one point when VPNs were safe, but they're not safe anymore. So now you have multi-factor authentication that has to go over those VPNs to make sure that your data is safe and it's not make it as difficult to breach as possible. So some of the highlights which I already did, 24/7 support. We have a team of experts. I am surrounded with people who are a lot smarter than me, and that's the strength of Exordium, I think, and we bring that to the table. Yeah, I think that's basically what I have. If anybody has any, what I'd like to do is we have a booth, come talk to us. It's a very vast field to cover in the limited amount of time, but I would love to talk to anybody with any questions or stuff that you have. Oh, I didn't know we had some. You want to go ahead, put some. Okay, I mean, those are the points that were covered, but we do a lot of senior living and doctor's offices, like I said. Is there anything else to add?
And I think, a lot of times when we think about phone system, we think about, there's Ring Central, there's Vonage, there's a lot of any other company, so how are we different? Right? We're different because we customize. We sit and talk about, okay, what is it? What are your pain points? What are you looking for? What is the efficiency level you're looking for? And based on that, we customize a solution. Like, we don't do any cookie cutter solution. Having said that, instead of us talking about ourselves, we'll just have people that have used us talk. So let's start with Dr. Karimji.
Team of about 160 people. We've been with Mohammed Bhai a long time. I don't know how long. But I think one very important thing is if you're starting a business or if you're in business, a lot of times we don't really know what we need, right? We know medicine, we know that very well, but we don't know what it takes to run a business. And when it comes to technology, when it comes to telephony, when it comes to understanding that, having somebody always available to take care of that allows you and enables you to both function and grow. As you grow, you're going to realize that you need, as you build your team, you need more access points. You need to allow people at wherever, whether answering their calls from their home. Today, in today's tough labor environment, you may have a hard time finding people for your office. You may need to allow your telephone reception staff or call staff to answer calls from their home. We have a team actually in India that actually answers our calls. So a good telephony system allows you huge value. I'm in primary care, so we have a lot of requirements in terms of answering calls, CCM, all of these. And as time goes on, if you have a good system, technology system, it allows you and it enables you to take your organization much, much further than you would ever imagine. And there's the sense that we know it all as doctors because we're smart, but I can tell you, technology is not our forte. Even the younger physicians, really, you may understand some of technology. If you talk to a team that enables you, it'll allow you to grow way beyond what you ever expected. We very much value our partnership with Mohammed Bhai.
Thank you, Mr. I think you said it very well. Technology is touching every field, every part of almost every practice. So that's where we step in. I would like Sheikh Mustafa Bhai also to.
So real quick, because I know we have to go to the next talk. I am a customer. I have nothing to disclose though. But no, he does a wonderful job. Their team is amazing. And like Dr. Najmuddin said, I have a testimonial up there if you all want to read it. And please visit the booth and talk to them individually because it will enhance your practice. It will help care for your patients and take a lot of tension off your head. Thank you, Team Exordium.
Up Saglano, are you going to say something? Yeah, okay. All right. I think I'm over my time, so thank you very much. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. And I'm happy to talk about technology all day, and I'm here all of the sessions yesterday. It was a wonderful sessions and this morning, and I'm looking forward to listening to the others as well.